So now we're going to have a look at the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is the beginning of the journey of Jason and the Golden Fleece. And you'll see that the character or the archetype that is symbolizing the beginning of this journey is represented by Zeus. And we will talk about Zeus in the major arcana, because in this tarot deck, you'll see that he is represented in two forms. In the major arcana, he's represented by the patriarchal father, which is the representation of the father archetype. That's in the major arcana. In the minor arcana here, in the Ace of Wands, he's represented by the all-father, the all-creator. So when we're thinking about the father archetype in all its essences, we're thinking about an energy that has structure, authority, responsibility, accountability, and it's also that all great creating energy that is connected to the universal energy that we can all tap into. It's like that collective consciousness, the Great Father. And those ideas from the collective, from the All Almighty, they're actually coming down. So it's an understanding that we're having these creative thoughts and they're coming through us if we're open to it. So thinking about those creative ideas that we have in the Ace, we're having these creative ideas, but we haven't actually done anything about it. They're still laying quite dormant. They're kind of in the background. They're those kind of thoughts that you think, I should do that, or I'd like to do that, or yeah, that would be a good idea. So that's the seed of potential in the Ace of Wands. So let's just kind of explore the story a little bit and why Zeus is the archetype used in the Ace of Wands. So as I was just mentioning before, it's that energy where we need to take responsibility. And Zeus, in the story of Jason and the Golden Fleece, he was the one that gave the two characters that start the story this Golden Fleece. And the reason he did that is there was these two characters, they're called Zephyrus and Helle. They were being tormented by their stepmother, and Zeus, being the All Almighty, wanted to save them from their stepmother, and he produced this magical ram for them. And the ram had these magical powers that could fly through the air. And it had this beautiful, beautiful golden fleece. And so the two children, they were able to escape their stepmother by riding on this golden fleece. His sister, Helle, she dropped into the ocean, which is now called the Hellespont. But Zephyrus, he made it to safety. And so that's where the golden fleece, this magical, fleece, or this magical creative force, that's where it lands, that's where it is, and that's where it's kept. And in the story, it's guarded by this dragon, and we're going to meet the dragon later on in the story. So just coming back to the beginning of the story and the energy that we really want to incorporate in this Ace of Wands is it's about an energy or thoughts and the creative ideas that are coming through us that now we really want to kind of take seriously. With that Zeus energy, we want to take responsibility, accountability. We want to be productive. We want to make some structure around these ideas. And in the Ace, sometimes we might talk about these ideas and people might think that's really childish, that's really silly, that's really stupid. But no, they're not silly, they're not stupid. These are ideas that want to be explored, they want to be expressed through us. The really interesting thing is you may have read a book by Elizabeth Gilbert called Big Magic. She actually explores the idea that the creative imagination is working through all of us all the time. But unless we take action on those creative ideas, they actually don't have a place to be expressed. Now, in her book Big Magic, she talks about that she had an idea For quite a long time, it was an idea about a book. She kind of had all of the characters. I feel that maybe she got through half of the book and she just left it. And she then realized that she went to a workshop 3 years later, and it was just interesting to her that the woman that was holding the workshop had just talked about or expressed that she had finished a book. And the book almost identically had the same characters, the same ideas. And this woman published the book, and, it did really well. So this idea really pinpoints that if you don't allow yourself to embody those creative ideas, someone else will. Because the universe wants to work through us. It wants us to be its channel. It wants us to be a creative expression of those ideas. So where we're going here is you want to take responsibility and accountability for the ideas, regardless of how silly, outlandish, how too big, how too small. You want to really make those ideas into something. So that's the Ace of Wands. If you found these videos valuable and you'd like to connect with my full Introductory into Tarot course or any of my other offerings, please check out the link below in the description box.